There's a secret car lock. So if anybody wants to get in your engine and your car is locked, then he can't open it.
Hello, welcome back to my tiny garage. Got an interesting one this week. I'm actually undoing something that I did before. I'll give you some context. So, lately I've been going over bumps because the roads here in Oxfordshire aren't particularly great. Particularly where they've like dug across the road to lay pipes or something and then patched it up. Often they've got ridges across the road rather than along the road. But what I've noticed is when I go over bumps, I feel like I get a shudder coming from the back end. Like it's, well, initially I thought potentially the shock absorbers. You know, they are not absorbing the shock and allowing it to propagate through the car. So it's like producing like a shudder, if you will. Normally when shock absorbers go, you kind of feel a sailing over the road and a bit of vagueness. I'm not really feeling that, but it's got quite a hard suspension compared to most normal cars. So basically, I figured it's probably the shock absorbers, but before I spend £850 on a set of shock absorbers, parallel to this, when I did the engine mounts a few months ago, I got quite a few comments, both on Facebook where I posted a picture and on YouTube. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, how did you find the OE match non-original parts?" And at first I thought, they're fine. I fitted them. The kind of engine vibration sounded duller. You know, it wasn't as noisy in the car. And yeah, I kind of didn't think twice about it. But then I started thinking, well, hold on a minute. What if the shudder I'm feeling when I go over bumps is actually the engine mounts? Because, I mean, the engine's quite a heavy lump and it does hang over the back of the car. Now, I'm not used to driving a rear engine car, so I'm not 100% sure what to expect. You know, most of the cars I've driven in my life have been either front engine front wheel drive or front engine rear wheel drive. So yeah, it kind of dawned on me, maybe some of the comments were right, and there is truth to the fact that maybe the engine mounts, the OE match non-original engine mounts are actually, you know, horrible, and they go within a few weeks. So yeah, I don't know. Bottom line is, I have the old engine mounts, the ones that were on the car. They are semi-rigid, so they're the Sports RSR, I think they are, which are fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I just chose to remove them to give a quieter ride, so to speak. I still have them. I can put them on. It'll take me maybe half an hour to do that. If that works, then I've saved myself 800 odd quid for shock absorbers. If it doesn't solve the problem, well then I'm no worse off. I've spent half an hour, maybe an hour, to replace the engine mounts. So yeah, I'm going to do that now, and if it solves the problem, great. If it doesn't, eh. Anyway, so let's crack on. Luckily, it's quite an easy job, so I just have to take all of this out again. But yeah, not too bad. Cool, let's do it. if anyone's interested, this is what's known as the secondary air pump. So basically what happens is, when you start your car cold, any car really, any fuel injected car, it overfuels, it puts a bit of extra fuel in. So, and that's just to, the car's cold, it needs a bit of extra fuel to keep running. It's the equivalent of an old carburetor car's choke, so it puts a bit of extra fuel in. Now, from an emissions standpoint, it's not great, because quite a lot of, the engine's not warm, it's not going to be burning efficiently. It just needs that extra fuel to keep going until it warms up. The problem is emissions, it's going to leave a lot of unburnt fuel kind of going through, because it's not burning efficiently, because it's cold, but also there's extra fuel. So what Porsche have done is they've basically provided an air pump which blasts air through this pipe straight into the exhaust manifold. So effectively the fuel goes into the combustion chamber, half burns because there's extra fuel, and then half burnt fuel goes out. Now there's less oxygen, so the fuel isn't really going to burn. But with the secondary air pump, it's blasting extra oxygen into the exhaust, so that fuel ends up burning in the exhaust. So yeah, it's not giving you power to move forward, but it's burning that fuel, which in turn heats up the catalytic converters quicker, which is what you want, and also burns the fuel. Therefore there's less unburned fuel producing worse harmful gases for the environment. Yeah, so that's all it is. So you'll notice as soon as you start your car cold, this secondary air pump will blast, and you can hear it often. And then usually as soon as the engine's warmed up a little, and I don't mean like properly warmed up, like something that takes often 10 minutes, just enough for the combustion chamber to warm up enough to provide a better burning mixture. So yeah, next time you start your car and you hear like a zzz, it's this, and it only stays on for about 2 minutes maybe, not long. So yeah, it's important for emissions. It probably could be deleted, but it doesn't really reduce any performance in the long run, apart from maybe the weight, and it's not that heavy. So yeah, not bad. I think it's been in Porsches for quite a while now. It's not just this generation, I think it's the previous generation as well. But anyway, okay, I can see both engine mounts now, so I need to get a jack under the car, under the engine, so that I can loosen the bottom bolts and then the top bolts. So let's do that. One down, one to go. Okay, all done. Okay, I'm not going to have a chance to test it just now because I need to run to go play rugby. Whose bright idea was it to go play rugby? Yeah, unfortunately I can't take this. I need to pick my brother up. So I can't take this to Buckingham today. But maybe tomorrow I'll give it a test drive and see if it's improved the problem. Otherwise, yeah, let's take it down.
Tomorrow for sure.
Okay, so I've just driven from the rugby club Sunday morning on. Hello. Yeah, I think the car seems better. There's much less vibration and juddering when I hit bumps. It's hard to tell though, but if I go over any undulating bumps, I can feel the shock absorbers doing what they should, so it seems fine. The shuddering seems to have gone away, so I think that these engine mounts are a little too soft, maybe. Now these ones are obviously quite hard. So yeah, I might keep them on, but I'll keep an eye on it sort of over the next few months. But yeah, I think it might be safe to say it's fixed. So yeah, I think I might have saved myself a few hundred or 800 quid on shock absorbers, but I may do it later. Okay, well, if you like this, then please like and subscribe, and I'll see what I've got in store for next time. I've started recording another video based on the little motorbike that you may have seen in the background of some of my videos. Yeah, I'm doing some work on that, so that's ongoing. But I found a buyer for that motorbike, but he wanted to help me with the clutch. So it's a little youngster that I play rugby with his dad. So yeah, I think that could be quite good. But anyway, in the meantime, cheers, thanks, bye.